Okay, I'm Stubborn Sage, and the last part cut abruptly, where we drew a really horrible image of Paimon. We painted a horrible image of her, and she was super offended by it. So then, Albedo thought he could try to fix it, and he came out with this. I was actually really impressed with it. It's pretty good artwork. I also laughed really hysterically for about what feels like 5 to 7 minutes after the last video cut, because it cut the moment I said, Albedo, you, what, wow, and it just like cut immediately after, and it was really anticlimactic, and it was really funny to me. Literally, I laughed for a long time after that because it was so funny. So let's see what she has to say.
It's a total ground up overhaul, that's what it is! It's so pretty! Is that really what Paimon looks like?
My cat. Hey, get off the TV. Get down.
Adding flourish to the finished piece is an essential component of what makes art... art. This is not to say that you differ from the painting on a fundamental level, rather that the real you and the you in the painting present two different styles of beauty. You remain the core reference point for the painting. So, Paimon, you can put your misgivings aside and hang this painting wherever you like.
Now I see the gap in our painting talents. This was my trial by fire as an artist. Yeah, Albedo's way better than me. I mean, I can draw in real life too, but sometimes I feel like when you're an artist, I feel like you're kind of disappointed a lot, because people might say it looks good. Sometimes you might think it does, but then there's sometimes where you look at it and you feel like your art isn't what you want it to be, and it doesn't look like what it looks like in your mind. Like, you'll picture either a character or a scene or a place or really anything in your mind, and it looks so good and looks great. But then when you try to go put that down on actual paper, it just doesn't come out that way. And that's my problem. I mean, I've been drawing since I was 12, and I'm already 28, going on 29 next year, and even I agree. I wish I was better. Honestly, there's a lot of people in this world that are very talented. Rather, if you do art by hand or if you do it digitally, I feel like art is art, and you always have those people that argue and say that people that do digital art, that it's not considered art because you're using a computer program to draw for you. But I think that's kind of bullshit, because you have to know how to work that shit. You have to know how to put that line, put that color, put that shading, and that background. You have to put the vision there. The fucking program doesn't just do it by itself. You have to tell it to do it. And you're putting your ideals and points into the program to do what you're seeing, what it is you're perceiving. And the art program is just doing what you're telling it to. So in my opinion, you are still the artist. It is still art, because you're the one who's telling it to do that. Just like those people that control machines, you can get a machine to build like a laptop. You're telling it to do that. You're putting in the points and you're telling it what to do. So I feel like the art is still you. You can't say that digital art isn't art, because it is. Hello, kitty. He's at my feet. He's like really listening to what I'm saying. I have 3 cats, 2 Siameses, and another black and white one. My other black and white one had kittens, and we gave them all away and kept one, but the other one we had to put down because he got a really bad bladder infection, and they wanted over $1,000 to fix him, and we couldn't do it, and he was swelling because he couldn't empty his bladder and he was in pain, so we were forced to put him down. So that sucks. So now we just have the 3. Snowball, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just looking at me like, what? This was my trial by fire as an artist. Why are you rubbing on me? What is it? He normally doesn't always come and sit with me. He does, and then he doesn't, so I don't know what he wants.
Wow! Thanks, Albedo.
I like how I said that. Nobody said anything.
Oh, I merely added a flourish here and there. You should be thanking the traveler.
Please, Albedo, stop.
In truth, ground-up overhaul is more or less an accurate description.
The more Paimon looks at it, the more she likes it. Great! Paimon has a portrait painting!
Yeah, but does Paimon actually have a house? And to think of it, yeah, the Traveler has a house, the Serenity Teapot, which was given to us. But when it actually comes down to it, we don't really have an actual house. Because the teapot you have to place somewhere and then go inside of it, as where the teapot, wherever it's placed outside in the real world, can still come to danger. It could be hit, cracked from the outside, knocked over. So like it's not really it's a good place to hide, but it's not a good place that's like fundamentally safe if you think about it that way. Because somebody could knock it off a shelf, they could knock it over, somebody could accidentally break it or steal it. Like think about that.
Paimon's gonna show this out to everyone!
Paimon looks so happy. Thanks, I guess.
It's nothing. I can paint you next time, if you'd like. You can hang it in your home as a souvenir.
You would just love to paint me. Oh, paint me like one of your French girls. Paint me like one of your snow girls, more like, because he lives in the mountains.
I rarely entertain so many guests at my camp. It's lively. A little noisy, even. But I don't dislike it.
Why do I feel like... Because you're playing... If you play as a female traveler like I do, I feel like all the characters, they come onto you a little more. And now when I look at it, for people who play as Ether, I'm sure all of this hits differently. I feel like it hits differently. When you're playing as a female character, it feels like everyone comes onto you, even the female characters. And I'm sure it's like that for the male character as well, for Ether. It feels like everyone comes on you in their own way, and it's kind of weird. But I also feel like Albedo constantly tries to look for an excuse and a way and a reason to get you alone with him, and he's already done it like multiple times now.
Liveliness is a rare thing here on Dragonspine.
You're right. Everyone rests at the camp until morning.
It's a new day! Let's go meet up with everyone!
You examine the picture. Its artwork is, to the last stroke, one made with extreme aesthetic sense. Paimon looks elegant and dignified, and she wears an enigmatic but romantic smile. Her upturned lips display a vast brilliance beyond human ken. Very pretty, of course, but this isn't the Paimon you know at all. Yeah, she does look more like high-classed, and she does look like more like elegant, and Paimon's usually like out there and kind of like, I agree. You look at her and then she looks more like gentle and calm and like Kaguya from Warriors Ruchi 3 Ultimate. Like that's the air she has about her, like innocent and calm and gentle and all the leaves. And then you look at actual Paimon and she's like food all the time and she shouts a lot and she's kind of out there, and that doesn't look like her at all. Like, the elegantness, I'm dying. I'm dying.
Hey, good morning!
Yeah, Ohio Gomai-sensei. I said that wrong. Ohio Gomai. Forget it. We get it.
I slept great last night. How about you guys? All rested up?
I guess so. Ohio Gomai. Yeah.
I'm fine, as usual.
I slept pretty well too, I guess.
The path down the mountain is easier to follow in the daylight. Let's take this chance to head down to the base camp.
Well, we're all going together.
Let's go! If we make good time, maybe we can all get lunch together.
Oh my god. I hear birds.
I flipped another insignia just outside the camp. Wrong again!
So your bad luck is all used up. We'll be down the mountain in no time.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Today's the day.
This doesn't feel right. Albedo?
Oh no! Avalanche!
Look out!
Uh-oh.
Traveler, Paimon, are you alright? Are you hurt?
No, but Albedo. I'm okay. You?
That's good. My arm got a little scratched up, but it's nothing serious.
Hila, how about you?
I'm okay, but I don't see the other two. I'm afraid the avalanche may have pushed them off the cliff.
Uh-oh.
They fell down? They'll be okay though, right?
I think they're both robust enough to survive the fall. But if the falling debris knocked them unconscious, and they're lying there in the freezing cold, we have to get down there and rescue them. Immediately.
Okay, let's move. Hang in there, guys.
Shit. Oh no, this is where he finds the dragon heart, isn't it? 'Cause we're right under it. Yeah, we're right under it. Don't see them anywhere. They fell directly from here. I think it's supposed to be implied that they rolled off. Uh-oh. I know, I like this setup though, because I was always thinking to myself, when is Albedo gonna find that dragon heart? And I guess this is where he finds it.
Bennett, are you okay? Shout if you can hear me! Bennett!
Why are we asking about Bennett and not Albedo? It also bothers me the way she's breathing and her shirt bounces up and down. But I guess in a realistic term they would do that.
A voice. Over there.
Bennett, is that you?
Guys, I'm over here.
Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Let me check. I'm a little dizzy, but I'm not in any pain. I don't think I'm injured.
Thank goodness. Scared the life out of me.
Why are we not asking about Albedo?
If you're dizzy, sit and rest for a while. It's fine, really. This kind of thing happens all the time. I'll be fine. Thank you. Wait, where's Albedo? Isn't he with you guys?
We thought he fell off the cliff with you. He still hasn't shown up?
We found Bennett here, so Albedo can't be far away. Keep searching this area.
Got it.
I think I know where he is. I know exactly where he is. Hold on a minute. Okay. No, I know where he is.
No response.
I know where he
Am I
is.
definitely looking in the right place?
No!
Not here either.
I know where he is. Hold on a minute.
Let's check with the others.
I know, I'm burning Changi, and I'm sorry, hold on. I know where he is. This is the worm heart. Hold on. Isn't there supposed to... Yeah, give me that. Give me this. I have a feeling he's inside of this. You needed 4. Shit. Uh-oh. I have a feeling he fell down in here and he went inside of it. I could be wrong, though. Hey, guys. What's up?
Well, any sign of him?
No.
Not a trace. Nothing from me either.
Strange. We didn't have any luck either. Where could he have gone?
Everyone!
Oh, how convenient.
Albedo! Are you okay?
You're not hurt?
Nothing serious.
Okay,
What's that
everyone
texture
accounted
loading?
for. Guys, I think it's gotta be because of me. The avalanche only happened because I'm here. I guess flipping a treasure hoarder insignia isn't gonna change my luck after all. No wonder no one wants to go adventuring with me. I'm so sorry. Don't say that. I'm hardly the lucky type myself, so I'm not about to go blaming every little thing that goes wrong on you.
Exactly. Besides, Dragonspine is a dangerous place. Avalanches literally come with the territory. Bad luck has nothing to do with it, okay?
Was that really an accident? I think Albedo's twin did it. Durin did it.
Traveler, what's wrong? Your face looks... Oh no, did you get hit on the head?
No, that's not it. No, I'm fine.
Here.
Everyone, the incident is behind us now. We should keep moving.
Why do I feel that dragon spine has become more dangerous than it used to be? I hope it's just my imagination. Our top priority now is to get off the mountain and regroup with the adventurers. Whatever further dangers this mountain has to throw at us, we must face them together.
Agreed. Guys, keep your eyes peeled and watch your step. Careful does it.
I'm gonna hit this rock really quick. He completely misses it. I know he wants to get us away from here because he found that dragon heart. Because we're literally in front of it. There's no way he wouldn't have ignored that.
We've been heading in the right direction for a good length of time now. We must be getting close. I can feel it. Victory is in sight! Hooray! As soon as we get to base camp, Paimon wants a bowl of hot soup and some barbecued meat.
That doesn't sound appealing.
I hope we can all get there safely. No more incidents, please.
Look at that look on my face. I'm like, motherfucker. Weird things have been happening this whole trip. Something feels wrong, but what is it?
Hey, what's on your mind? You seem a little distracted.
With some things, I don't know where to begin. Nothing, it's just...
Something's up, isn't it? Are you hungry? Cold? Shall Paimon hug your head to warm you up?
That's cute, but no! Thanks, but I'm alright, Paimon.
I don't think I've spent so much time on Dragonspine before. It sure is cold, but the view is amazing. Isn't it, Eula?
I just had that image in my mind of like Paimon having her arms and legs wrapped around Lumine's head. Like her legs are around her neck and she's like hugging her head from the side, like over her ear, and she got her hands over her forehead and her head. Okay. I need to let my cat out. He wants out. You want out? Come on. We had KFC and we gave him a little bit because he kept begging. I gave his sister some too because she was in here with me. Not only that, his sister Snowflake. The Siamese is... One is called Snowball and the other one is called Snowflake. And the other one is called Onyx. I named her myself. And her son Nitro, he was the one we had to put down. And the other three got given away. We gave Kyo to, we gave her to my niece, but then her mother let her out, and I think the cat probably died. I think she did it on purpose, though, but I'm not going to get into my personal life with that. But then the other two, the other girl was given to my step-grandmother, who she called Jerry, but then I heard she got another cat, so I don't know. Which was kind of messed up, because she declawed her, and I think that's, like, the most horrible thing you could do to a fucking cat. And then the other one, Rinny, he was given to a good friend of mine, and my friend still has him, so. But yeah, my other cat, Snowflake, I think she's been sick because when Nitro was sick, she ate the medicated food that was for his bladder problem. I think she ate it, and ever since then she has been sick. Her fur is kind of messed up, and she drinks water a lot. She's always constantly drinking the water and always having to use the restroom a lot. And she never was like that before, so I think her eating that medicated food, it messed her up. But my cat is kind of greedy, where she likes to eat all the food and little snacks that we put out for the cat. So even though we put the medicated food out for the cat when he was hiding in our basement, she got to it and ate it without us knowing about it, so there's nothing we could have done. I like how Eula is just like, like, just like she directly answered me.
Eula?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say?
Oh my god.
I was just thinking, whenever I've met up with you at Dragonspine in the past, we always stick to the same few spots. It's much more vast and beautiful here than I realized. If it were a little warmer and a little safer, I bet this place would be bustling with visitors.
Something seems to grab Eula's attention. Does she sense that something's off too?
I agree. People are put off by the cold and have an aversion to danger. They don't realize that there is much to explore beneath the icy exterior, if you were willing to spend the time and energy.
I feel like she's deliberately telling me, did you want to explore this place with me?
Albedo, is this the way down?
Yes.
I think there are several routes in this area. Does the path fork off here? It looks like it does. But maybe it doesn't. My head's still a little fuzzy from the impact.
I honestly think the only reason why Bennett is kind of slowly grown on me is because I think he's voiced by the same girl who voices Venti, and I absolutely adore Venti. I think he is he voiced by Erica? Because I think Venti, Bennett, and Shincho, I remember them all having the same girl voicing them, but I think one of them voices both characters and another one voices the other one, but I forget.
I'm kind of dizzy too. I keep thinking things are swaying a little. Maybe I'm just hungry.
No, I think it's the fucking elevation.
Either path will work for us. The smaller trail is less worn and harder to see, but it's also shorter. Since everyone is weary, I suggest we take the shortcut.
Why do I feel like something is going to happen to where we get split off from everybody and I end up with Albedo alone?
Follow me.
Oh my god! You know what? What if the Albedo we're with isn't the real one, but he's the imposter? But then again, he jumped off the ledge to try to save, oh, maybe that's when it happened. Maybe the real Albedo really was there, and he got pulled off of the mountain. That chest in a distance behind Lumion is catching my attention. Maybe when he fell off the cliff to try to save Bennett, the real one is still trapped somewhere, and this is the other one. Because I kind of feel like that's the vibe we're trying to go for, because Lumion's picking up on it. That's why she has that look on her face. I don't trust you. Everyone follows Albedo onward to their doom. To their doom? The music's going with it. It's loading in the background. My TV cuts it off, so I can't see the little symbol in the bottom right. It's cut off for me, and I barely see it. Okay, we all loaded, then we all loaded out. What the hell was that?
Wait.
What is this, turning into fucking Sonic Boom, where the characters load in front of each other, and then load back out, and then load back in, and then load back out, and then load over to the other side, because that's not really what they were. Okay. This is bullshit. Oh, I clicked it like
Bennett
4
and
times.
Amber don't look well. Can we take a break? We can continue once their conditions have improved.
That's been weird. Like, there's times where I click the X button 3 or 4 times and it doesn't continue the dialogue. It kind of bothers me. But it's not too much of a problem, but I don't know why. Like, I click it now, and there it goes.
Now that you mention it.
But there has been times where I swear I click it 3 or 4 times before it actually skips, and I don't know why.
Huh?
Natasha, she just faints.
You hit your head earlier, didn't you?
I think, did she? Because when the avalanche was coming down, Ula pulled her and then put her arms around her, and then it was kind of fucked up. Like, Ula had a chance to save Bennett or Amber. She lets Bennett fall off the fucking edge, and she grabs Amber by the wrist and pulls her. Saves her, but not Bennett. Isn't that fucked?
Oh, you noticed. Are you sure it's worth holding everyone up over a little thing like this?
Yes, because you can have a fucking concussion.
No problem at all! Health and safety always come first!
Take a break, both of you.
Okay, sorry for this. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Talk to everyone. You know what's up, don't you? I can't. It says talk to everybody, but I can't talk to Albedo. Let me just fucking walk around you. I want to try to get it to where Changyin is staring at him as I'm walking around him, but it's hard to hold the joysticks. I have to hold them both in towards each other. Just stare at him. Just stare at him. Stare at him. It's gonna make me dizzy. Alright. What's up?
Drinking some water can help with the dizziness. Oh, and lying flat on your back helps too.
You want her to lie flat on her back while it's snowing, letting the snow cover her entire body and her face. How is she supposed to see? Come on.
Thank you, Bennett. Seems like you really know your stuff.
Well, when life gives you lemons.
Squeeze them dry. Why is she sitting on the snow? Man, her ass is gonna be completely wet. Like, oh, that bothers me when you see people in pictures sitting on snow. Unless you're wearing certain, like, winter gear. Then, like, if you're, like, wearing, like, skiing equipment, it's made for that. But if you're, like, wearing straight up what she's wearing, no. She's wearing, like, the thinnest, fucking, smallest shorts I've ever seen. Oh, my God.
Bennett, weren't you feeling dizzy too? Stop pushing yourselves, both of you. Get some rest. We'll continue when you've gathered your energy.
Eula might come off as a little frosty, but she takes caring for her friends super seriously, more than anyone else I know. Every time I see that look on her face, I'm just like, ah, stop staring at me.
Well, not only that, Eula is a cryo type, so the snow isn't bothering her, but Amber is a pyro type, which is fire, so how is she not dying right now? Alright, what's up?
Traveler, I know what that look means. What's on your mind?
It's like something bad's about to happen. I have a bad feeling about this. It's like something bad's about to happen. I feel like the first question, I like how it starts off with ellipses, which kind of seems more like the technical approach. It's like something bad's about to happen.
Maybe seasoned veterans have an instinct for it. I sense it too. Something seems to have changed, but I can't confirm for sure. It could be difficult to verify.
What could it be? That the Albedo that's with us isn't the real one. I think that's really what it is. Because I think that when the avalanche happened, the real one fell off, and then he came out from where the dragon heart was. And I have a feeling that when he even said we couldn't find the other one, the imposter, his twin, we couldn't find Durin anywhere. And that's because he was hiding inside the dragon heart. And he came out right at that moment, pretending to be Albedo.
It might be imprudent to speculate out loud, but I believe you know what I am referring to.
Yes, I know. It's Albedo.
Traveler, I think... you...
Watch out, behind you. I knew it.
Albedo, what?
It's not over yet.
He's gonna grab me. Maybe?
Brace yourselves. This will be a challenge.
Stay back! I'm going to cut this weed down to size!
You want to know what I'm laughing at? It's the fact that Albedo's like, this is gonna be a challenge, and like, Changyun's just eating an ice cream. He's just standing there licking that thing. He's not paying attention to anything. Oh my god. Alright, let's go. I'm confident with the team I have.
Nice and spicy.
Oh, illusion shattered. Arcane fruit. Oh my face. Oh, okay, I can't run. Pick it up. How many is there? Just the one? Hold on a minute, I can't run.
Get them!
I know I can't run. Shut up for a minute. Shut up for a minute. Get me. That's what I was just thinking about. I was like, should I use this? Alright. This has high range.
No escape!
Damn it, it evaded me.
Let's dance!
Alright, I feel like I'm doing this wrong.
Illusion shattered!
Alright, hold on. Gimme. Oh shit. Gimme. Oh my god. Ready, steady, die. My ice character is not gonna work on this. Ow! What the fuck? I need to stop dashing and just stay in place, but I can't. Where? Give me that. Hold on.
I'll protect us.
You son of a bitch.
Now you shall perish!
I don't think I got it. Hold on a minute. I was right when I said that it was the fake one.
Shine down!
Okay, I broke it. Is that gonna count for something? Oh, it's shrinking!
It's shrinking! Oh!
Gimme!
There is no escape!
Can't run.
Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
Oh yeah. Yep. Come on, don't stop.
Nice and spicy!
Alright.
What in the world was that thing? One moment it was human, the next it was a plant!
Is everyone alright?
We're fine. But can you please tell us what's going on? I don't understand.
Oh no, is this where he's gonna tell him, I'm a synthetic created human. I also have a twin who's an evil son of a bitch.
I take it this monster is whom I had the pleasure of meeting last time.
Correct. As you might have guessed, this is a mutated whopper flower. An extremely rare kind.
But can wildflowers turn into humans?
Not typically. But conditions on Dragonspine are far from typical. Perhaps the dragon's blood seeped into the land, then was passed to the monsters via the ley lines, accelerating their rate of mutation.
How could that happen?
This mountain is home to the remains of Durin, the venomous dragon. If there is anywhere in the world one might expect life to do unfathomable things, it would most likely be here.
But Durin is also your brother, so,
Durin was an artificially created life form. Its existence is nothing short of a miracle, and proof of countless possibilities. In other words, this mountain we stand on is a cradle of life's profoundest mysteries. A vast and terrifying hotbed of possibilities.
The avalanche. It must have been the work of this imposter.
I think so too.
Agreed. All the other troubles you faced on the way down could also have been its handiwork. My guess is that it was targeting everyone that I've had contact with.
Did this whopper flower steal your alchemy notes too?
Right, I forgot all about that.
It's not inconceivable.
But what was its purpose? Was it just trying to get rid of us?
I have a preliminary hypothesis on this. Whopper flowers are masters of mimicry. and those we encounter in the wild often appear in the vicinity of the plants they impersonate. In other words, the Whopper flower likely has an instinct to replicate and replace. As a plant, it will disguise itself as another plant and infiltrate the group, hiding among them for cover. The plant being imitated has no way to detect or fight back against this behavior. But when it disguises itself as a human,
It can fight.
It wanted to replace you and infiltrate our group?
yes, maybe it created the avalanche to get rid of us. I predicted this eventuality, so I availed myself of the avalanche to hide and lure it out. It was watching us the whole time, and when it saw that I had disappeared, its instinct was to take my place. At that point, its disguise was complete, and its next move was to hunt its prey.
Yes, that's exactly how Whopper flowers operate.
So when it approached and attacked Joel, what was that? A trial run?
Perhaps. Or maybe it enjoyed posing as a human, and wanted to experience what it felt like to be human.
We're fortunate to have discovered it in time. I think the Traveler was the first person other than Albedo to notice something was wrong.
You're very perceptive.
Traveler, how could you tell the real me and my imposter apart?
I want to know too. I had no idea the other guy was an imposter. They looked exactly the same to me.
The imposter didn't have a star-shaped mark on its neck.
I see. It goes to show how difficult it is to impersonate a human. This mutant Whopper flower tried its best to replicate the original exactly, but still managed to miss some details.
Unbelievable. To think that Dragonspine creates such terrifying possibilities.
Whopper flower, it adds up, but a piece of the puzzle is still missing. Was this the same one we met on the day we were chasing a thief? Didn't feel quite the same. Could the Whopper flower's mutation be unstable?
Anyway, at least we won in the end. It looks like my method did work after all. I used up all the bad luck, and the good luck finally came through.
About that, if you're referring to having fallen down the mountain and avoided injury, well, that's because I was secretly protecting you.
Huh? Well, that still counts as good luck to me.
Yes, that's not an unreasonable way of looking at it. Okay. We've been delayed long enough. Time to move on.
Yeah, let's go!
I feel like there's still another one somewhere. Hello, Electro Archon. You look good. We're dying. We're fucking dying.
Let's dance!
Stand near the fire, dear. Oh, it's suddenly gotten brighter. Is the sun rising? What is this fog? I put out the fire, I'm an asshole. Well, if that was the case, I could have just went like this. Eat this, eat it. I'm not gonna walk all the way down there. We're gonna just teleport our way. That was an interesting cutscene. Fighting with Albedo was interesting, but it wasn't him, it was a flower, but still. Well, that kind of changes my outlook on everything.
Let the show begin.
Because if it was a flower impersonating him and not his other twin, then I was wrong. Oh well. It is what it is. Single sword is more than enough? Sure. I received a blade today as a gift, so I'm excited.
Woohoo! I'm back!
I own swords, and it's not like tradition or anything, but me particularly in my family, I've always been bestowed a sword. I have two of them. I have an ancient one that looks like it came from like King Arthur's time. Then I have a Japanese one whose hilt is actually a golden dragon, which is actually a Japanese sword. And now I got another one today, which is like a weird shaped curved blue short sword, and it even has a sheath with a thing where I can wear it around me. It's pretty neat. It was bestowed upon me today from my father. Anyway.
Cyrus doesn't seem to be here. He must have headed up the mountain. Let's wait for him here.
Uh-oh. Let me guess. Is Cyrus being impersonated now?
Amber, are you feeling better?
Yep, all good now. Nothing to worry about.
Well, she got hit in the head, and we're not gonna go check her out, but then again, I guess this is the time we live in where they probably don't have equipment to do that. But then again, we live in a fucking magic world. Can't you just, like, scan magic over her head and see if there's anything wrong like that? But, then, like, if you think about it that way, if we live in a super fantasy magic world, you should be able to fucking do anything.
I don't know what I'd do without you guys. If not for you, I'd probably still be locked up in that cage. I really want to thank you all properly, but I can't think how at the moment.
Huh? You must be pretty used to being on the receiving end of people's kindness by now, though, surely. You probably need it often enough, given your situation.
Come on, don't put it like that. Sure, plenty of people have shown me kindness before, but that doesn't mean I will ever take it for granted. No matter how many times people help me out in life, I will never forget any of them.
Well, instead of repaying those who helped you, perhaps you could help others yourself. Everyone meets others in need from time to time. By choosing to be there for them, you're passing the kindness you received onto others.
True.
Yep, you're right. That's what I've always tried to do, and will always continue to do. Right. And when Cyrus gets back, I'll find some way to help him out too.
This has been quite an eventful day.
Yeah, it has. It's really hit me how tired I am now that I've started to relax.
I need to rest. Everyone, please excuse me for a while.
Yeah, I need to get some water and maybe a piece of fruit. Once I'm rested up, I need to get back to being an instructor again.
And I was right. I'm left alone with Albedo again. Watch him be like, come with me. Secretly. Not that I'm gonna kill you or anything.
Well, it looks like the curse of the mountaineers who couldn't get off the mountain is finally broken.
I wouldn't say that.
Feels like an action-packed chapter has come to a close. Shall we find somewhere to rest and chat too?
Why not? Then please, come with me.
I knew he had something to say to me. Why does he always want me to go places alone with him? I don't know how I feel about that. And it's true, like in actual real life, when men in general, males in general, when they come up to me and say, hey, do you want to talk to me over here? I get really nervous because I've been through a lot of bad abusive relationships, and I've always had bad encounters with men where they would do things. So I'm like really nervous, even in like the video game world, and some people have noticed it in my videos, like the very first time I met Louis in Code Vein, and he's like, hey, we're both in this cave alone. Do you mind if I travel with you? I'm like, oh my god, back the fuck up. I will draw my blade on you right now. Like, I was so, like, worried and nervous the entire time. I was like, yeah, I guess you can accompany me. Oh. I was like, not having any of it. Alright, I'll go with you. But any sudden movement and I will deck you in the face.
You sensed something too, didn't you? Then let's go.
Are you going back to your camp again? Paimon thought maybe we could talk here.
Paimon, come on. Shut up and let's just go with him, okay?
Okay. Might as well come with you.
Thank you. I'll feel a lot better having another female with me. Even though she's tiny and small, I'll take Paimon with me anywhere, even though I kinda... There's people leaking shit online that Paimon actually grows full size. She's about as big as Lumine. Who are you? Who are you? She's about as big as Lumine. And she's actually been disguising herself as an imp child. And she's like secretly evil. I don't know how true that is, but we'll find out.
Good. Shall we set off right away?
You're in a rush for things, aren't you? Yeah, sure. You follow Albedo to a campsite in the mountains. Oh, to a campsite, not his. What does that sound? It's like somebody walking on snow. Huh?
sorry for bringing you back here once
Oh.
again. Some topics are best discussed in private.
No, we did come back to his place. Then why didn't they say his campsite? Why did it just say a camp whatever?
Is this about the imposter?
That's right. I have to say, Traveler, I'm very surprised you noticed the difference between me and the imposter.
Do you mean the mark on your neck?
Yes. This mark. Perhaps it's where it all began.
Ooh, sounds like the beginning of a big story. Keep going.
What the hell, Playbook? Okay.
Well, I can't deny that what I'm about to say does sound like something from a children's storybook.
I've heard worse. Go on.
So, what do you think this diamond-shaped mark means?
A tattoo? A crest? Something else?
A scar.
No. Consider it a
Birthmark.
birthmark.
That's what I actually was gonna say, because like people that have unusual marks on their bodies, it's a symbol of that. But there's another belief that people who have birthmarks believe that they got them from dying in a previous life. And there has been some stories with some people that have actually made sense. There's been some people in their family where like a certain person will be shot or with a gun or a knife or an arrow, like be cut with a knife, or shot or hurt in a certain part of their body, which leads to death. And then another child is born in that same family that has the birthmark in the same exact spot. Like a good example is somebody got shot in the chest with an arrow and they died. But then like that guy's wife has a kid who was pregnant at the time. Let's just say she was pregnant at the time when he died with an arrow, and she gave birth to another son who had a mark across the chest, like where the husband died. Like there's been stories around the world like that, where people believe that birthmarks mean that you received a wound or an injury in a previous life. Because there's other people that believe that we all have had multiple lives. Like, they believe we're reincarnated. Like, oh, in a past life, I was in Japan or something, or in Europe or somewhere. Like, they always believe that you had another life before you were reincarnated. And that's only if you believe in reincarnation. I believe that everybody's soul is unique, and that you only have one soul like your own. Maybe there's a chance that your soul can linger on and be reincarnated as something else, but that's kind of really hard to believe and hard to even prove. Like, can you even prove a soul exists? Can you see a soul with your eyes? Can you feel a soul with your hands? Can you physically see it? No, you can't. So, I feel like, well, if you want to go into, like, the whole ghost bullshit and demon bullshit where, oh, I've captured this figure on my camera in my kitchen at 3 a.m. Like, that should exist. I'm not saying it doesn't, but is that a soul? Or is it not? I kind of believe that ghosts are spirits. I think if you see, like, there's this haunted house with this person in the room every night, like, that could be a soul, but is it really? Or is it something else? Like, it all really depends on what you believe in, and I don't really get into that crap. I do believe that spirits and ghosts exist. I believe demons exist too. But I don't go into depth on that because there's some people that have their own beliefs and they always want to try to, oh, I'm right all of a sudden, you know, those people. So, I just tell people, believe whatever you want to believe in. You do you, okay?
Have you ever seen an intricate glass ornament and wondered how it was made?
Yes.
Well, one method for crafting with glass is a technique known as glass blowing.
Yeah, I also hear that glass is created from sand, from supposedly melting it. But is it really?
Glass blowing is not a widely known art in Teyvat. For this reason, glassware made in this way is usually very expensive. As the name implies, glass blowing involves blowing air into a hole, much like blowing up a balloon.
Yes, I've seen it done. It's pretty interesting. You can actually make some pretty cool things like that. They put the glass onto the end of a pipe and they twirl it over a fire and then like they blow into it to get its shape, and there's like a bunch of other shit that goes into it, but it is pretty cool. I wouldn't try that. I'd be afraid I'd fuck it up horribly. But people that do that, who make glassware and like it could be anything from cups or anything, I think it's cool. I really think it's cool that they can make things.
This type of glassware is known for having a pontil mark at the point where the blowpipe was inserted,
Right?
where the hole was sealed at the very end. This mark is a sign that the item was crafted by a human hand.
Exactly.
Sounds kind of amazing.
It is. And I bet you this birthmark on his neck was left by the woman who made him.
It is a wondrous and beautiful art form. Alice says that these marks are seen as proof of the maker's fine handiwork, the only flaw in an otherwise perfect work of art.
I said that? Are you sure I said that? The way he's... my name, it comes from Spain. My actual real name. And I either go by Elise or sometimes I do let people call me Ellis. Because that kind of is my name. Except for you'd have to get rid of that E and put another I and another A. Anyway.
My mark is something similar to this. The difference between synthetic and natural life lies in the directional flow of the life force. The energy of a natural life form flows out from within. That's why flower buds bloom and curled leaves unfold. And it's the very reason we watch and wonder at blossoming flowers. Creating life artificially, on the other hand, involves, to a certain extent, the introduction of an external source of energy into the embryonic life form. When the hole where the life force was infused is sealed at the end, it leaves a mark not dissimilar to the ponto mark in blown glasswares. The alchemical substance drips and spreads out in all directions, resulting in this rather ingenious diamond shape.
Wow. So that's where it came from.
But why would they enter his life force through his neck? Wouldn't they have put it in his chest? Because if he was embryonic, basically it's like she had a little egg sac and she stuck a needle in it, is basically what he's saying. It's kind of like artificial insemination. Sometimes they take the egg from the woman and they infuse the semen into it like that. But they inject it with a needle. They actually put a needle into the egg and put it inside. And then they can implant the egg back into the woman for women who cannot get pregnant normally. And it's kind of like that, I think, is what he's trying to say.
This mark is a sign of my artificial origins, and proof of my imperfection as a human.
Because basically when they put that needle into the egg and they pull it out, that hole will remain. I don't know if it closes up. You would think it would. But I understand what he's saying. But I don't understand why it would be on his neck. Wouldn't it have been in his chest? But then again, an embryonic form doesn't really have a form. So if you just stuck a needle into it anywhere, you don't know where it could end up on the body. I'm not gonna think too much into that.
I presume that the imposter intentionally avoided replicating this mark, so as not to become less than perfect himself.
Should you be telling me all this, Albedo?
You are fundamentally different from other people. I have few qualms about sharing my secrets with you. Just as Paimon said, it all sounds like a story. Even if you were to tell anyone else, they would regard it as nothing more than a tall tale.
So you told me this, that way in case I was to try to run and go tell somebody about you, they wouldn't believe me anyway. I get you.
The transcendent and miraculous are not the only things to which human beings aspire. They pursue the everyday, the ordinary, to a far greater extent than I would have ever imagined.
Hence the notion of otherness?
People like to believe that those who are thoroughly different from themselves could only ever exist in stories. It makes things much easier.
Yeah. Sometimes making up things and saying, I saw a fucking creature in the mountains, what a freak, rather than saying, oh, it doesn't really exist. Like, it's easier to say that something is from a fairy tale rather than believing that it's real. And it's true, because there are things in everyday real life that we can't understand. We find new creatures and plants and we freak out on how weird they are, and we say, oh no, that's not real, that's a fairy tale. Like if you were to go tell somebody, oh, I saw the Loch Ness monster on the lake, they would think you're a fucking idiot. But if you really did, it would be weird to see something like that. You'd be like, what the hell? And it's weird, and it's like even can like scare some people, because it's because of the fact that it is so different and you haven't seen that before. Of course you're gonna freak out on it.
Or in other words, all the unfathomable things we've seen recently would make good material for a novel.
Like, there's even this weird birth defect where some people's spinal cord grows longer and they literally have a tail. Like, where their tailbone would be, it actually grows longer and it grows skin around it and it actually comes out longer and it's literally a tail. And there's some people that have to go have it surgically cut and repaired. Like, they have to have it cut and, like, surgically removed. But it's actually a weird birth defect where the spinal cord just grows longer than it's supposed to, and it literally is a tail, and it does look pretty gross. mean, that would suck to have that, because then it'd be hard to sit down and all that shit. 'Cause it grows kind of long, not like significantly long, maybe like 4 or 5 inches. But I have seen images of people that have that, and it like goes over their underwear line, like because the tailbone grows past it and grows over it. It actually goes over it like an actual tail, and it's like, man, that must suck. I would be worried about having that surgically cut because they have to actually cut it and saw it, and then you'd have a wound on your back. And then when it comes to the spine, most people would be afraid that they could get paralyzed because there is a nerve, the cord from your brain goes into it. And I'm sure nobody cares about what I'm saying, but yeah, that would be worrying for me.
I have friends who write novels. If they wrote this story, it'd probably be even more complex.
Oh?
Making up stories is easy. Even Paimon can do that.
Even a child can do that. Well, children always do that.
Oh. I didn't know you had that kind of talent.
Oh my god, my mind.
Paimon's the best guide to that. Making up stories is a piece of cake.
Yeah, make up a story right now then. Okay, I'm married to Kazuha. There, that is a lie.
In that case, how about we have a storytelling contest?
I fucking knew it! I knew he was gonna do that!
We can base our stories on the events of the last few days.
Oh my god, no.
Sounds great. But we still have to help out the Adventurers Guild.
No, we don't.
I understand. Creativity is something that cannot be rushed. Take your time, and come back when you have found some inspiration.
Why do I feel like that's not gonna happen?
We'll see whose story is more compelling.
Oh my god, every word he says, I feel like he's cutting into me.
Deal! Okay, we'll regroup with the Adventurers Guild for now.
Sure. My story. Yes, I should have known. Master's failed specimen in the dragon's belly. This is where the story truly begins.
And he looks
If
so
we switched
lonely.
places, if you were the survivor, then as the abandoned experiment, the failure of the primordial human project, I'd want to replace you too. I would replicate your appearance, study your alchemy, and create miraculous life forms to divert your attention. I would wait for the right moment, then dispose of you and the Traveler, the sole person to have known your secret. And then, I could finally experience the joy of being brought into the world.
Well, that was depressing. He looks like so depressed and sad. You kind of want to like go up to him and just like hug him, you know? I don't know if anybody understands what I mean. Oh, yeah. Huh? Okay, this is different. I'm trying to like change the thing at the top, but I can't really read it. Having absorbed the blood of the wicked dragon, this whopper flower has undergone immense changes. Handle with care, yeah. So rise of the fell flower. So I have to destroy all the arcane fruits. Okay, these are bonuses you can get when fighting it. Just money in those. Yo, they said the flower took on his appearance, but that's what I was saying. There's still another one because I believe Durin still exists. Okay.
Guess what? Paimon's story is finished. Let's go see Albedo again.
What? It still continues? Oh yeah, it does. Cool. I thought it was ending. I was sad. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay.